My ex left me, and our kids with a note saying she'd be back in a few years. She walked out on a Tuesday while I was at work, found her note taped to the bathroom mirror when I got home. Going to live with my sister in California, needs space to figure things out. Back in 2-3 years, max. No goodbye to our 8-year-old twins. Just gone. That first night was hell. Skylar kept asking when mommy was coming home. Walter just stared at his untouched dinner, pushing mac and cheese around his plate. I had no clue how to explain that their mother had essentially abandoned them for a midlife crisis. The first few months were survival mode. I was learning everything from scratch, how to braid Skylar's hair by watching YouTube tutorials, teaching Walter to throw a curveball in our tiny backyard, figuring out which kid needed what for school projects. Around month 6, our house became peaceful. No more constant fighting about money. No more her undermining my parenting decisions. No more walking on eggshells around her moods. Without the stress of a broken marriage weighing me down, I got promoted at work. The kids' grades shot up. We started having actual fun. Camping trips where we'd roast marshmallows and tell ghost stories. Family game nights where Skylar would destroy us all at Monopoly. I realized I'd forgotten how much I actually enjoyed being a father when I wasn't constantly mediating between my kids and their mother. I was at Walter's baseball game cheering from the bleachers when I met Eleanor. She was there for her nephew, grading papers between innings. When Skylar spilled her entire juice box all over herself and started crying, Eleanor didn't even hesitate, just handed me wet wipes and helped clean up without making it a big deal. That moment showed me what real partnership could look like. We took things incredibly slow. Coffee dates while the kids were at school. She'd come to Walter's games and cheer just as loud as I did. Eleanor never tried to replace their mother. She just added love to our family. She moved in. The kids came up with calling her bonus mom. She attended every school event, packed lunches with little encouraging notes, and tucked them in every night with bedtime stories. We got married in our backyard with just close family. Skylar and Walter insisted on walking Eleanor down the aisle together. In their little speeches at dinner, they thanked her for making Dad smile again, and for being the mom who stayed. There wasn't a dry eye at any table. We bought a bigger house with a real yard. The kids were thriving. Walter made varsity baseball as a freshman. Skylar was in advanced math. Eleanor legally adopted them after my ex's parental rights were terminated for abandonment. The kids were ecstatic to officially change their last names to ours. Then last Tuesday, everything changed again. I was in the kitchen making my usual morning coffee when I heard Eleanor gasp from the window. I looked up to see my ex climbing out of a yellow U-Haul truck, dragging 2 suitcases toward our front door. She still had her old house key. The lock clicked, and she walked straight into our kitchen like she owned the place. Eleanor was at the counter packing the twins' lunches for school. Our refrigerator was covered in family photos, camping trips, birthday parties, Christmas mornings, Walter's baseball team photos. None of them included my ex. My ex froze in the doorway, staring at Eleanor like she was seeing a ghost. "Who are you? Where are my kids?" That's when Skylar and Walter came downstairs for school, backpacks slung over their shoulders. They stopped dead when they saw this stranger standing in their kitchen. "Who's that lady, Mom?" Skylar asked Eleanor, genuinely confused. Walter squinted at my ex, trying to place her face. "Wait, aren't you the woman from those old pictures in Dad's closet?" My ex's face completely crumbled. She'd spent 6 years expecting to pick up exactly where she left off, only to discover she'd been completely replaced. The kids she abandoned barely remembered her. The man she thought would wait forever had built a beautiful new life without her. "I came home," she whispered, voice breaking. I looked at her standing there in our kitchen. "This isn't your home anymore," I said calmly. "It hasn't been for 6 years."